lost in your reality, and I am weightless in your love. In you I'm found. You are all that I need. You are all that I need. In you I'm found. And I know that I'm free. Yeah, I know that I'm free. When I'm running out of words to say, lift my eyes to you. Surrender what's mine, surrender what I hold on to. Give me, I give my life to the one who is head. Oh, my life to the one who reaches out his hand. I give my life to the one who saved me. I give my life to the one who calls me friend. I give his out his hand. When you breathe, I move.
Walking, shakes the whole earth with holy thunder. With love, you would take my place. You would bear my coronations with truth and justice. Sign of walking. Come on, this is a like worthy, oh, this is amazing grace. Bear my cross, you laid down your life, and I all that for be magnified, let his praise Christ be magnified, of my life, Christ be magnified. With us in tongues to lift what prayer, and from north and south, and eastward the mountaintops, we hear Christ be magnified. Sing me all my life, if we hold fast to what is true. If the cross brings transformation, and I'll begin life. If I join you in your Son, I'll join you in your rise. And when you return in glory, all the angels and they magnify from the altar of my life, Christ be magnified in me. Come on, he's worthy. Let's sing this together. Worthy of every song we could ever sing. Worthy of every breath we could ever breathe. There is no one like you. Fill me through heart and lead. Come on, let's sing Jesus. Of every other, every breath we could ever breathe, we live for you. Oh, we live for you. Worship you, 'cause if it puts me in the fire, I'll rejoice, 'cause you're there too. And you're so the end, the saints, my heart will still be singing, the song will be the same. Open our hearts, open our minds, Lord, to whatever barriers that maybe we have placed, whatever bondage we might be found in. God, I pray that you would just break all of that, that we could just come to know you this morning.
Wasn't too long ago, I was reading an article and it led me to a footnote, led me to a quote, one of those things. Philosopher, sort of a historian guy that goes back before the time of Jesus, Anaximander. And what I found a little bit unusual about them when I was reading this Bible has gone, when everything has gone awry and we're hurt because somebody said something to us or somebody left us or all the things that are going on around to his readers to live in the knowledge, saying something should be different. There should be something different for us. This with me, through me, Lord, I'm completely yours. Almost hidden in these verses are three significant directives. You stand as we honor of God's word. Do not be one. In section A, my goal is to go quickly as I can, but I'm only going to camp on number one. That's where I'm going to really spend the bulk of the time, and then we're just going to condemnation. And that leads us to chapters 5 through 8, sanctification. Now he's going to call us to be his hands and feet among the church and a program of God. Given all of this, they came from condemnation to sanctification, to justification, and then to sanctification, but they didn't live up to what the first thing he said. It's just one word down. So let me camp on this. I hear it correctly pronounced agape. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to play this out, and you're going to go, man, I get it. Who would be? You got it? George, you got it? Can I borrow your wallet? Our pastor did. He came out with a bat, hit him in the head. That's a different word altogether. It means, gapeomai means injury resulting in the head and go, here's my. Now I'm the one that's going to hurt. Agape, I turn it all the way around. It's like typical, atypical. Gapeomai, robbery. Now agape, everything's going to change. He would suffer. Is agape, love one another. Sister type, be lacking in heaven. Love must be hopeful. Be joyful in hope. Be joyful in hope. On the back of those who persecute you, do not curse. Number 13, love must be sympathetic. Rejoice with those who rejoice. More reference or a whole article to the process of. They hit it, and he was talking. The throne occupied in heaven. It's that bad. It's terrible. I don't know if you heard it, but when the game was over, Dak Prescott, the Cowboy quarterback, he got so mad he threw his helmet.
Talked about back to protection. They're notorious for walking up linebackers saying, hey, here comes their pressure.
He's got three people defending him, and he throws the ball to him instead of the one. Right? Had they gotten that right, the game could have turned. We think we have to, is what gives us hope. For those of you that are in the toughest moments of your lives, your husband becomes self-centric. I can't even be aware of what all's going on in the world. I've been told to do that. In the hope, disease will be arrested. Can you imagine? Death will be defeated. Can you think? That is our hope. Smart, all right? Understand? I don't even think I understand it. I'd have to wade through it to really get it. But then he makes it to Rick Renner. The word patient originally meant, this is a quote, the word patient are meaning I am suffering. And it's akin to the Greek word passions, a Greek noun, cognitive. I'm going to go, oh, that's great. Let me see your insurance card. And wait. I'm going to go back to the waiting room. We're going to wait. Put you in a self. Number three, we had a lady in a car accident, emergency room. She was in emergency service. Pastor, the next, if she hours, then our ability. Kids were crying, and I remember the dad, and he said, "His prayer's not last resort." Now, hear me. If I weak holding your breath and did it, you went hold the whole. Finally, I go, you can breathe. If prayer is our breath, last story, meaning. Chin up, knees bent. He on the knees down. Our knees. So story. It's Storygate. It's coming. I'm just going to vacuum. My kids bought me a 50-foot hose, which was bad, and I didn't have power there. So I put it all back together. I plugged it. It worked because it's the power source. It's